Hey you guys, the trailer for Paradox Drive is here. We're going to go through it. We're going to break it down, talk about every single cards and what I think they could bring to the game. But also, you're going to want to stick around to the end because I share with you guys some promo and exclusive cards that aren't shown in the trailer. So with that, let's hop right into it. All right, here we go, you guys. Ancient and future Pokemon. Don't worry, we're going to check out the Pokemon after the trailer and go over every single one. And all the promos not included in the trailer. Paradox Drive. Ooh. Okay. Farigiraf, King Gambit. Jargon Soul. Fluttermane EX. That's going to be toxic. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, this is Iron Bundle. Oh, this is so good. Oh, we're getting new professors. Oh, my God. Available next Thursday. I'm not even going to be here. I'm going to be a few days late. But with that being said, guys, let's go check out these Pokemon. I am so excited. 150 for Koraidon, 140 for Miraidon. Koraidon EX has the ability Legendary Drive, okay? This Legendary Drive says once during your turn, when you put this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. If you do, move all of your energy in play to this Pokemon. So not even just from your active. So it's like, it's not ramp, but it's like juggler, but with less steps, if you think about it. I bet you there's a way to make this work. And then it says world record, discard the top card of your deck. Why is it always our deck, man? They really hate fighting types in this game. Anyway, let's check out Miraidon. Legendary Drive. Okay, once during your turn, when you put this, is it the same thing? Move all your energy in play to this Pokemon, but Miraidon literally is 3 colorless? That's correct. How is that not better? It is 20 damage, 20 plus. This attack does 20 more damage for each lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. Bro, if you run this with like Magnetons and electric generators, you can do a lot of damage. Easily Miraidon is better than Koraidon here. The only good side of Koraidon EX is that you are going to be able to use Arena of Antiquity and Karina with it, right? I mean, I don't know. Next up, we have Farigiraf, double hit, flip 2 coins. This attack does 60 damage for each heads. And then we have King Gambit, Darkness. This attack does 40 more damage for each time your Pokemon has been knocked out during this game. Ooh, so you can actually hit up to 140 if your opponent, if like 2 Pokemon were knocked out, essentially. Is that what I'm understanding here? Isn't there a Pokemon that says they can knock you out, but they don't take a prize point? So maybe you could synergize with that, build this guy up to hitting for 180, right? And then win the game that way. That's kind of sick. Next up is Jargon Soul with the ability Blessed Salt. During a Pokemon checkup, heal 10 damage from each of your Pokemon. Bro, what? That's so good. You could just have this on your bench and you're getting a free heal. It's like anti-Flygon. Which goes first? That's my question. Does Flygon's ability happen before you? Or does Blessed Salt happen after? Like, how do you decide which checkup ability happens first? That's what I want to know. Does Poison happen before Flygon? Does Flygon happen before Poison? Let me know in the comments if you guys have the answer to that. That's really cool. Next up. Okay, we have Screaming Tail, the Shooing Shout, flip 2 coins. If both of them are heads, discard your opponent's active Pokemon. And then Baneful Boom for 5. Discard all energy from this Pokemon. Knock out your opponent's active Pokemon. Interesting. That's kind of terrifying, and it's a basic Raging Bolt. And now you're probably wondering, like, oh, that's not great. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's really not. With the 3 retreat costs, unless they have cards that help you ramp quickly, the only way I can see this working is if you run something like a Dragonair. Even Dragonair on the bench, you can't use your attacks. You would need water energy, you would need another energy, and you would need a Magneton to ramp. And then maybe by turn 3, you can go into this guy and juggler all of those energies because it's 3 different energies, and then use this move, knock out a Mega Pokemon, and win that way. It's not like inherently broken, but with the right setup, I think this could be a very scary Pokemon. But like, I feel like as long as the opponent knows what you're trying to do with this card, they can kind of just get over it, right? All right, Fluttermane. I feel like this is about to be cracked. Fluttermane, EX 130 HP. That's abysmal. 2 Psychic Energy, 70 damage. If this is the first time this Pokemon has used an attack after coming into play, during your opponent's next turn, they can't use any trainer cards from their head. Bro, that is so toxic. That is so toxic. If this is the first time this Pokemon has used an attack after coming into play, so you can evolve, have it on your bench, and then when you need to, if you're afraid your opponent has like a Cyrus or a Sabrina or a Lucky, something that's going to win them the game the next turn, you just go into Fluttermane and you attack for 70 as long as they can't knock you out at 130, right? And you pretty much slowed them down for one more turn, allowing you to draw cards you need or potentially win the game that way. That's really good. I can't wait till we get to the trainer cards here. Okay, Iron Boulder, Modular Axe. Oh, it's Psychic. I thought it was going to be Steel, Metal. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, this attack does 40 more damage. So for 4 energy, I mean, I guess you could ramp this with, hold on. Yeah, I guess you could ramp this with Gardevoir, a Genetic Apex. So it's not terrible. You can hit for 120 pretty quickly. And then Iron Hands for 3 energy, 2 lightning and 1 colorless, 70x, flip 2 coins. And you could do up to 140 if you get 2 heads. Both of them are a retreat cost of 3. That is what I'm noticing. A lot of these future Pokemon, maybe not past, they have a huge retreat cost, and unless we have something that can like make them not retreat as much, that feels like kind of an issue. Maybe you always play a Lyra in one of these decks for future or for ancient decks. I think you're gonna have to. All right, what does this guy do? All right, we have Iron Bundle, 130 HP. Cold Start. If this is the first time, same thing as Fluttermane. If this is the first time this Pokemon has used an attack after coming into play, this attack does 20 more damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. What? So you hit for 80 and you guarantee a paralysis? All right, I don't think it's crazy busted, but again, just like Fluttermane, there's definitely a use case scenario that saves you an extra turn and potentially pivots the game into your wheelhouse, as long as your opponent doesn't have like a PCL, right? That's crazy. That's so good. And then we have these 2 new tools, Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. The ancient Pokemon this card is attached to gets 40 HP. Okay, never mind. Koraidon at 190 is kind of broken. What? Also, dude, Fluttermane is at 170 HP now. That's okay. This is looking kind of good. And then the other one, Future Booster Energy Capsule, attacks used by future Pokemon this card is attached to do plus 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh, and then we get the 2 new professors. Okay, just real quick, guys, stick around. We're getting promos in the Discord. I'll be showing you guys right after we go through each of these cards. You don't want to miss out. Attach 3 different types of energy from your discard pile to your ancient Pokemon in any way you like. Okay, so like Raging Bolt is broken, right? That's like Raging Bolt is gonna be disgusting. 3 different types of energy. Oh man, dude, I love that. I love that. You can play Dragonite. I think you do play Dragonite with Raging Bolt, and maybe something else like Celebi with Grass Energy. Not that you actually need the Grass Energy, but that just gives you three different energies to use from your discard pile. And then Professor Toro, shuffle one of your future Pokemon in play into your deck. That's pretty good too, right? It's a bounce card. It stops your opponent from potentially getting in a 2 prize points off an EX, and it shuffles it back into your deck. These are really good professors. But with that being said, that also makes me feel like we might be getting a full art professor. No, we would get it in this set. Never mind. I was going to say like Professor Research. Anyway, pretty cool stuff. Let's go back here. Let's see if there's anything else real quick. Nope. Those are all the cards. Exciting stuff. Paradox Drive. I won't be here for the release. I'll be a few days late, but regardless, it's a mini set. I'm excited for it. I know you guys are too. I'll still try to get a video out, maybe like the top decks to build around, because this is already exciting. Now let's check out Discord. All right, looks like first Pokemon that's being shared over on Discord is a Dunsparce. Sudden Drilling, 60 damage. If this Pokemon evolved from Dunsparce during this turn, discard 2 random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. That's pretty strong. It's a control card. And again, with the 3 retreat costs, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of playing with this, the Dunsparce. And the promo that it looks like we're getting is a Cerulege EX Psychic type. Shimmering Slash, 80 damage, discard a random energy from among the energy attached to all Pokemon. I hate that move. I hate that move. It's like Swampert. It's always going to be your own energy. That's what I feel like. But maybe it could be good. Maybe it could be... I mean, why couldn't you just make it like Beedrill EX? It's the same amount of damage. Just the randomness of that, I'm personally not a fan of. I'm sure some of you guys are a fan of it. So that could be a really cool effect. What do you guys think of this Cerulege EX? Let me know in the comments. And then we have a Sableye, you guys. With the move Jeweled Gift, we finally have Fighting Ramp. Let's go! Except it's not consistent. Calm down. Take a random energy from among all the energies, right? From your energy zone and attach it to one of your benched Pokemon. I mean, this could be really good for colorless decks, right? Just ramping in general could be really good. You just get to go faster. I'm trying to think. Maybe you run this with Juggler, actually. Either way, it's kind of nuts. It's pretty cool. It's our first ever Pokemon that can ramp for every single type. Just the randomness of it kind of stinks. Maybe they'll give us an item card like the energy sticker that allows you to choose what the next energy is going to be. I'm hoping one day. You never know. One day, you guys. Here's some more stuff. We have, I think, like a binder for the Miraidon here, as well as another little binder cover art template, which honestly kind of looks fire. I can't wait to see the Koraidon. And then a close-up of Raging Bolt, which is probably the coolest looking 1-star card I have seen in a very long time. With that, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of this. A Paradox Drive set. It's a mini set. I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to add, the one thing I do think it's going to add is a lot more control mechanics to the game, a lot more complexity potentially, which could be fun. But yeah, with that being said, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Don't forget to like, hype, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.